Hi, good morning. This is Gayatri Jayaraman. Welcome to Shamaha. Today, I just wanted to share with you a contemplation on a particular line that has been staying with me since I first read it a couple of days ago. And you'll find the line, I'm just going to put it in the box there. So you have it in front of you. And I wanted to share a contemplation on this. Essentially, when Prince Siddhartha was meditating, he confronts Mara. And who is Mara? Mara is all the darkness, all the evil. And initially, it seems like Mara is external forces that try to sort of interrupt our meditations. Those of you who are serious meditators will have confronted various versions of these from, the tilting to one side, which I describe in my book, to other voices or lights or sounds, things that constantly get in the way. And the more Prince Siddhartha meditates, he realizes that Mara is not external, in fact, he's internal. So, this beautiful line, which is something I came across in the book, Makes You Not a Buddhist, um, essentially is Mara coming to Prince Siddhartha and saying, "Oh, so you think you've reached, some sort of awareness or knowledge or enlightenment. How do we know that you've been struggling for so long?" And Prince Siddhartha just looks at him and he says, "I don't need validation. The earth is my witness." And he touches the ground, and the earth trembles, and Mara disappears. And that is the point at which Siddhartha is free to move forward and attain his enlightenment. And the reason why this line in particular resonates with me is because it's something that comes up very often during meditation, right? We've all done certain things that we're not proud of. We've made left turns, taken wrong choices. Perhaps knowingly or unknowingly, our actions, words, deeds have hurt other people. And every time you meditate, this comes up and say, in in the form of self doubt and self criticism that says basically, who are you to think that you can reach the path of enlightenment? How can you gain knowledge? Haven't you made these mistakes? That is something that is a form of sort of imposter syndrome that I speak about in some of my other videos. That's a huge point of confrontation that holds us back and then makes us sort of feel unworthy and inadequate of this path we're going down. And which is why I think this is such a beautiful line. It's probably to me one of the most inspiring lines because we're always sort of watching out for the things that can trip us up on this path. But the thing we don't watch out for, right, is self validation. So we tell ourselves, look, I don't need validation from X, Y, and Z. I've left that behind. I don't need pride. I don't need somebody to acknowledge my path. I don't need somebody to give me a certificate. I don't need somebody to tell me I'm doing well. Because spiritual inquiry and self knowledge is a process in which, if you are doing well, you'll know, you'll see the signs, you'll find the clarity, your path will come together, become more confident, you'll become more sure about where you're going. But the aspect that we often forget is that we are also seeking validation from our negative side, from our own dark side. We want somewhere as we go along for ourselves to tell ourselves that we've done good, we've made progress. And which is why you can see, though this line may seem so simple, it is so deeply complex. It is not somebody else coming to Prince Siddhartha and saying, "Why should I validate you?" It's our own dark side coming to us and saying, "Why should I validate you? Why should I liberate you from the guilt, from the anger, from the frustration, from the burden, from the memory of everything you've done. And so when Prince Siddhartha looks at him and says, and he looks at his own dark side, that he has acknowledged and seen for what it is in all its devious glory, and basically says, look, I don't need your validation anymore. The earth is my witness. And the earth is my witness. What does that line mean? It means that our very existence on this earth, the very fact that we walk, that we were born, that we gives us the ability to move down this path of progress, to move down the path of self reflection, of self improvement, self care, self love, self healing, and find what it is that we are meant to do to move towards the path of our enlightenment. We don't need any other aspect, any other certification in order to empower us. And that is such a powerful motivation, such a powerful line, because not only are we saying, I'm not looking externally, we're also saying, I'm not going to look internally for validation. And that's a huge step of progress. When you can say that, you are capable of arriving on the path of liberation. Freedom too. It means you've liberated yourself from all the ties that stop you from advancing. And the more you go down this path of self inquiry, therapy, self healing, you'll realize that a lot of these obstacles we come across are our own. So I hope this musing brings you some insight into the ways in which you're holding yourself back. We all hold ourselves back in various ways. Just some self inquiry and sort of seeing where those catches are, where those ties are that keep us down, will just allow us to release them and fly. So have a wonderful day, and may it benefit you, and I'll see you soon.